lived, my 3 carbon tiles would have been amazing. Would have been amazing.
Levels of iron found.
Acceptable location has been identified.
No, cancel. Cancel.
Colonization
Okay. We misclicked, but we saved it. Now we're probably just going to get mega dead from everybody hating our founding location. So instead of trying to get our adjacency bonuses, we're going to plant our steel mills over here. Because forget that.
Medium levels of carbon found. High levels of iron found. Medium levels
And we need a goon
of
squad.
found.
Yesterday. We need a goon squad yesterday. Cubit said the same. Well, here's the thing. Cubit did have some... No, nobody kill wells. Nobody needs that this game. This is kind of what I don't like. I kind of wish...
Colony founded.
Like, founding first has its own advantages, and founding second has its own advantages, but it really feels kind of silly to, like, try and take some great tiles by founding first, and then being so far away from your goon squad that you can't protect them at all. And here's the thing, This is a fantastic tile right now, but man does it need to be gooned, because those are 2 lows, and if it's not gooned, the entire value of it just dies like that. And I can't buy a goon, because I just don't have the money. I don't want to upgrade yet, because I don't want to draw even more attention to myself than already has been seen. No, nobody look at me! Nobody look at me! This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody's looking at me? That doesn't need to be happening right now. Yes, in a team game, you can share resources. I don't know why that's coming up, but yes, you can. Energy Vault is actually potentially really good right now. Like, energy always goes kind of sky high. I don't know if I can push for it, though. I don't want to be even more of a target. I'm already so much of a target. I might need to upgrade and just put down more steel. That might have to happen. Just so I have steel and I have power. And my power is going to have to go in a weird place. See? There is no way I could have defended that tile. It was actually impossible. And I hate that. I hate that I couldn't defend that tile. There was no way. That's not fun. Whatever. Sell some aluminum because that got cheap. That'll be able to buy the goon squad, protect one of my other tiles, so maybe I'll be able to, you know, actually use them. Because I need at least one of them alive, right? I need one alive. Then I need to upgrade, and I need to... Unfortunately, I'm actually late to the water because of this, so that's kind of unfortunate. That's really sad, actually. And then I think I'm actually just going to do some of... I could take these. I could take these. These might be good. I like the look of these. Carbon. We're going to buy carbon because it hit $1. And we can afford that at the moment. Sell off a little more aluminum. I just want enough for a solar panel at this point, so...
Scientific colony expanded.
Solar panel. Okay, buy another 100. Set 100. There we are. Let's also sell. Solar panel. I need another goon squad before long, so I'm not going to upgrade yet. Once again, just attention. You know what I mean? Like, I just want more. I want to be able to use the black market more. I have things to buy. I have money to buy them right now. Just let me do it.
The black market is online.
Okay, we're slightly better defended again. Now we need to start looking at actually making money. Silicon might have been an option. I can always move these into silicon later if I really, really need to. But we're not going to go with them yet. What I could do is maybe start on some reactors, depending on exactly what everybody else is up to. I'm just not seeing a lot of much from anybody, partially because I have a pretty decent lead. And look at this. Herbert's over here sitting on his own aluminum iron. Nobody's messing with him. It's actually reasonable. They should be messing with me, I'll be honest. And let's see. We could just start making food. We did get power surged. Unfortunately, we got unlucky on the bounce, and it froze out as much as it possibly could have. But we are not taking on any more debt, which is a bit of a surprise. So we're going to try and use our strange moderate advantage to get into fuel. Do we just want to hop into fuel? Is that okay? How much fuel do we see? Basically none. Wouldn't mind a geothermal.
5,
Water's coming way down.
7,000, 9,000, 10,000, 12,000.
We'll just do that.
The black market is
Sell pretty much
online.
everything we have to get to, and I don't even care that I'm tanking all these prices. Get to that. Buy some back up before anybody takes it for the dollar. And start auto supply, please. Well, it's nighttime and we're still frozen. Kudos to whoever did that. And, well, we'll just keep going.
Report a dirty rat trying to break ours.
Oh, look, I defended the tile. Go me. Need to actually sell so I can... Now, I'm not getting hit by a power surge right now, so that's very fortunate, and hopefully it'll stay that way. But I still need to kind of keep re-gooning, so I'm not even making a whole lot of money right now, because most of the money that I'm making is just going into staying alive. I do have an option to try and buy somebody who I perceive as valuable, like Herbert. Might be an actual target to take down. I'm going to do that. Mine should come online before too terribly long. These are making money, not as much as I like, but they are making some money. I'm sitting on only 30 some odd thousand. Unfortunately, my debt's gone nuts. And I did finally get hit by that power surge. Nothing I could do about that whatsoever, and now we're waiting again. Isn't that a delight? Well, we don't really need to be making steel. So why don't we just double down here? Silicon's a little on the expensive side, but maybe we can make all this work. I could get out of this, but aluminum's still real good. Well, they turned off all this, but the price completely died, so I guess that's fine. This is even losing money right now. Come on, power. It's like what I've got right now is just, whoa, a shortage. I guess that explains, whoa, okay, fine. People bought into it. We made a lot of money. I already identified a fairly adequate target. Yep, power got frozen again. See, why didn't this happen to Asimov? When Asimov was off to such a great start. Why'd nobody go after him, huh? Frustrating. Unfortunately, I think I actually need to use a lot of the rest of this to move out of electrolysis, maybe. Too many people hopped into it too fast after I did. We can see carbon got valuable.
5,000, 6,000.
And another option is to actually get rid of these, since nighttime is on the way.
9,000, 10.
And actually bring in some silicon right now. No, did I misplace those badly enough, or do I still get some steals? Ah, the cliff messed me up, and I misclicked because I was in too much of a hurry. I can't tell if those are actually going to steal or not. Oh well. Maybe I just completely lost out on pirates. Sucks to be me. Alright. 82,000 is what I require to buy Herbert. I don't think I'm anywhere near that, because none of my stuff is actually making any money. And most of it's frozen out anyway. We got these silicon tiles. These are my income right now. The power will be okay, potentially, when day comes. So that's something. And can we move into actual food production? Powerfully enough. Well, there's some dynamite. That's not going to help. It was on a silicon tile. Send out the repair there. These should make money again. We'll just turn them back on. Steel would make money again if we wanted to move back into it. Probably not a bad idea. Especially with power on the way out. You know, I could just forget power for a moment while I go for this Herbert push. I could just completely scrap power once power's gone. And try to move into something a little bit better. Yeah, I completely misclicked on these pirates and they aren't stealing anything. So, enjoy that. 82,000. I'm at 20. Yeah, not looking good. Carbon's still extremely expensive. Let's actually just upgrade.
Beginning construction.
get into that carbon production. Forget the push for the time being. We're also going to scrap this power, and instead of making steel, I'm just going to try and actually make water on these tiles. These need to all be turned off. These need to go into more water. And all of this, I could try electronics. It's still a little early for it. But if I hack it, maybe I can get away with it. Food's coming down a bit as people sell it. Hopefully it'll keep moving that way. Carbon's coming down as well. Hopefully that trend will generally continue. Yeah, we made steel expensive. That shouldn't be any surprise. We've just been moving around a bit too much. Sell the water. Electronics, electronics, electronics. And then I just need enough for the goon squad. Carbon came down fairly nicely.
5,000.
There we go. I don't want to risk pirates again for myself, do I? Maybe I do.
7.
I completely messed them up last time. Maybe I can actually, you know, click the button this time and be okay.
12.
Ah, I really want this Herbert buy. I couldn't quite make the push.
14.
That might have been a lot of debt. That might have been too much debt.
16.
Alright, that's fine. We'll let it go. And come on. Do I even want to put the last one down? 3,000. How long would it take that tile to make me money? It would take a long time to make $3,000 on these tiles. Not a huge amount of time, I guess, but enough. Okay, profit's going up. We can try to make this happen. I would need that goon squad. I need another one is the problem. I need all the goon squads. Oh, look, immediately I get hit, and the power surge hits in the beautiful fashion. Okay, look. Here's the thing. They put a power surge here. 50-50 to jump to this tile. 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. So I flipped a coin and lost 4 times in a row. 4 times. How beautiful is that? And this tile isn't even making me money. I need to actually sell all of my electronics right now. I can buy into the shortage a little bit, maybe. It's nighttime, so those aren't doing anything. Isn't that wonderful? And debt's becoming a bit of an issue because power. Thankfully, we have a bit of a solution for that. And it might be worthwhile to move these back into power with the silicon we have saved up. Unfortunately, that's going to drive silicon higher, but I don't think we have much of a choice. That's just where we're at right now. Man, aluminum got crazy. Aluminum got really, really crazy. Steel's still good. Like, these are still making money. But they'd probably be making more if I just... Look, playing from the lead is easy sometimes, and other times it's just like, nope, you're just dead. Especially with it in a game with a lot of people who are going to have a real easy time just killing you. Alright, iron's worth nothing. This water's doing okay. Steel's coming down, aluminum's coming down. What did I hack? I think I hacked electronics, and I think it actually went through. Unfortunately, I haven't had any electronics production the whole time, so that's not going to work, but it was a nice thought. Ah. Whoa, somebody actually sold out of Herbert, but I didn't get to it fast enough because I didn't see it. He got the, hey, your stock's being sold. I got the nothing. So that's just where we're at. Short again. I don't think anybody else is actually making too much electronics, just based on the price. So, okay, we've got Asimov in a little bit, and Niven not in much at all. Well, I actually completely...
6,000. 7,000. 8,000.
Whatever.
Expansive colony expanded.
I don't even know what that auction was. Yeah, I think I'm actually making less electronics than Niven off of all of this, or than Asimov or whatever. So, that's unfortunate. I need to sell mine, because once again, I'm just getting dead. I'm not actually doing anything productive. Can sell my water. The steel is still, well, steel's flying all over the place, as is everything else. As happens when you just have a lot of players in a game. Okay, a glass short. That's really risky to buy into, because the scavenger is probably the one messing with it. So we're probably way too late to it. There is an electronic surplus, so that'll be really, really nice. Obviously.
Your stock is being
Guys, I'm upset right now. I would love to have had a shot this game. I would love to have a shot in any of these games, but I just keep getting shut out by Black Market. And like, honestly, what do I do if everybody in the game just decides that you lose? What do you actually do about that? I don't know. Because now I've completely been unable to make money on these electronics that I have had up for so long. For so long. I've had these electronics online. How much money did I make on them? Zilch. It's not been a good night. I may need to sell the Herbert stock. We'll see. Oh, and a surplus again. That's cool. That's cool. It's whatever. Fine. I give up. If they want to make the price of electronics super cheap, I guess I'm not getting much debt. And that's just how I have to look at it. This water really probably needs to stop. You know what? I can just double down on what I'm doing right now. Put everything into it. Buy a goon to make sure that none of that shenanigans happens. He is moving into chems as well, of course. Yep, more chems. Want to guess where the EMPs are going to go? You have one guess to get it right. Maybe you'll pull it off. Maybe you won't. I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm not having fun tonight. Oh, yeah. Start auto supply because I forgot that the whole time. None of this is going to really work out. Maybe I just do put 3 mines here. Maybe that is the best way to use those tiles. Niven's just going to buy me and win the game. Aren't scavengers wonderful? Well, that was interesting. I guess a lot of the scavengers bought into iron. That's what drove the iron price nuts, and the aluminum price went nuts too.
Price manipulation begins shortly.
Well, I guess I made a few chems off all of this. Just a few. Not many. Whatever. Fine. I could actually afford to do that this game. That's the first time.
Trying to break our stuff.
Of course we did. Finally. Herbert. That was Herbert. Shouldn't be any real surprise that Herbert would want to do something mean and nasty to us. Oh, it's frozen. I could just do something awful and blow it up. I really should target Niven, but that's going to be defended, so, you know. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. These are all making pretty solid money as people have engineering bays flying up and the like. The power came down super fast. Shouldn't be any real surprise about that. I don't know if we really want to short energy yet. Or at all. Because we moved out of it. But I'm going to let this short queue up most of the way, and then I'm probably just going to turn the array off. Everybody has a hack array down. That's how balanced the hack array is, by the way. Just so people know. Hacker Ray's kind of good. There's really no fighting it. Can't buy into that. Too many scavengers. Too risky. We can upgrade aluminum production, though. We can make sure all 3 of these are active. We can make sure everybody else's power is either offline or scrapped. It is. Unfortunately, we can't actually use the power right now. How close are we to being able to buy Niven? Probably a year away. Yep. We've made 130,000. How much has he made? Way more. What do we do about that? Nothing. We got hit by black market too hard. We didn't have a chance. That's why I don't like those starts. Alright, well, it's at least day, so let's let it finish up. Let's short chems. Whoa, somebody has completely driven up fuel. It's probably a fuel shortcoming. But it meant we had to just, yeah, fuel shortcoming. Fuel went insane. At least Niven lost a lot of money and all that, so we're still alive somehow. And since we're turning everything off, we still have a lot of power production. Not as much as we wanted. This ended up benefiting other people way more than us because we ended up scrapping our power. But, you know, everybody makes mistakes. And I'm making a lot tonight. Well, those weren't going to stay good for all that long. Spending all my money transitioning. Making no actual amount of money, unfortunately. And chems came way, way down. Still going to short them. Still going to short them. Because I'm sitting on a huge stockpile, so I think I need to short them in order to have a chance at staying in the stupid game. But man. Okay, there's a carbon short. We do have some carbon, not a huge amount. That doesn't really work in our favor too much. But, we're too late to it. Okay, buy carbon. Buy more carbon, not sell. Buy. Come on. This game is interesting, to say the least. Hopefully nobody's sitting on a big giant stockpile of chems. It's kind of our hope at this point. Okay.
Price manipulation begins shortly.
Well, okay, we sold a lot of water, so that's okay. We sold out of it to make the chems short happen. Chem short is happening. People bought into it a little bit. Sell. Hopefully tank a lot of money on a lot of people. We're actually just going to buy Herbert. And we're going to see if we can use his Offworld to stay alive. It's a super risky play. Asimov is still very close to being able to buy us out. Niven is still way too close to being able to buy us out. But our stock price should go up a bit, and maybe that will save our lives. Okay, sell that. Electronics, and then I have to check out the rest of his territory. Okay, Asimov went for somebody else. We are still barely alive. For whatever reason that I don't... Oh, whoa, bought into that way too much. We got to be careful and go ahead and sell out, too. Okay, what territory do I actually have off of this? Because I wasn't even looking at that. World was there, and I was like, we'll go with it. Alright, let's beef up our water production. Whoa, never mind. Let's beef up our fuel production. Yeah, that one. Okay, what are other people making? What do they have coming in? There's a lot of power coming in. We're making electronics still. We are shorting electronics still. That should go off before too terribly long. We're also actually starting a water shortage here in just a moment. But a lot of people just sold out of one. Okay, someone stayed in, but hopefully the timing on that threw people off, and they're not actually just sitting on a huge, ridiculous amount of it right now.
Look at all the money.
Fuel's costing us money, food is not, that's all good. Here comes the water shortage. What are we sitting on? 200,000-ish. Let's just go ahead and set, okay, yep, $1. A lot of water coming in this game. A lot of water coming in. Okay, we don't have any actual... We have steel production somewhere. Where's our steel production? Why am I generating steel? Juzo, where was your steel? Oh, it's over here in the corner.
Our hackers have compromised the
Yeah.
price manipulation.
Yep, electronics got hit. We'll upgrade some steel. Steel's valuable. Steel might stay valuable. Electronics might actually stay valuable, right? Because of this craziness with the shortage and the surplus going on at the same time. It's super weird. I don't really know what to do about it. Turn those back on. Here comes the steel short. How much money are we actually sitting on? Probably a stupid amount. Let's try selling. What do we have? 380,000. Hopefully that kind of hurt their stockpiles of cash. This Offworld needs to keep sending. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy a goon for it. Because man, do we need it to stay functional. Because it is a huge source of income right now. Bradbury has 2 up. We need to start blowing those up at every opportunity at this point. And what else can we do? Man, steel's staying expensive. Okay. Glass surplus,
We caught the
steel
dirty
shortage,
rat
more
trying to
steel
break
staying
ours,
high. Whoa, I had the opportunity to buy somebody. It was probably Bradbury, who is a potential target, but not necessarily a good target. Everybody just has too much cash right now, and I really need to bring down Niven. Let's keep upgrading steel production. Just try and out-efficiency everybody that we can manage. Power is really scary. What were you doing with power over here, Juzo? What kind of power did you have down? None? Because that's what it feels like right now. Let me get out of this water and move into power. Okay, more shortages on everything we're making. Short that. I don't think people are making too much food right now. Hopefully that'll be okay. Somebody is moving into food, but we already have a lot of it. Keep short in steel. What am I sitting on? 573 out of the 627 I need. Hopefully we sold early enough to kick people out of their own money. And what do we have over here? We have electronics. It's still making us money, not as much as we'd like. We need to keep sending on the Offworld. Go. How much am I sitting on for Niven? 634. Buy Niven. Asimov's still definitely a concern, sitting on way too much money, but he doesn't have nearly as much of our stock, so we still have a chance at this game. We might need to get into another Offworld, so that's definitely what I'm going to work on next. Unfortunately, steel, excessively expensive, but we only need about 400, so that's kind of what our Offworld is going to cost us, that 400 steel. I need to be auto-supplying this food. That's definitely a concern. An Offworld might still be worth it. It is a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it's kind of security in its own way. On top of that, we need to start throwing these at people. They're going to throw them back at us, but we have the steel production, so we really want Offworlds exploding at this point in the game, and we want to press through until we can make sure that happens. Keep going with the steel. Steel's still good. Electronics still okay. Making decent money on the electronics. There's a lot of steel going on up here. It all needs iron. I need to auto-supply it all. That's all mine, and I need to be paying attention to that. I've actually taken out Juzo and PB Head this game so far, after all of that ridiculous amount of black market. So I just want people to understand that that happened this game. And yeah, I had a great start, but man, did I get punished for it.
Hackers have compromised the trading servers.
Okay, no debt at all, which is a good thing and a bad thing in its own way. We got the food shortage to happen. We're not getting to use it as well as we were hoping we would. And let's just short these other more obvious things, because I didn't have the food production running as effectively as I wanted to, and that was a bit more of a concern. Asimov's not gaining a whole lot of money. What are we sitting on? 350-ish. Offworlds are going up. We need to send more. We need to send more. Just buy enough fuel. There we go. Send. Water would be nice to have back, but power is still solid, so that's... I don't know if that's an option. We hit... we don't actually want to mutiny any of these. We can try mutinying this. There we go. Queue up a... food? No, not food. What do we want to actually short? We could short... actually, let's try that. Oh, be quiet, you two. No collaborating over there. I don't know if I have enough to kill both of you, which is a bit of a concern. I need to get a steel shortage going, and I need... Oh, Bradbury's just going to buy out Cool Sky. That works for me. That hands me the win. Thanks, Dobbs. I appreciate it. He knows I've had a bad night. That might have been for me. You never know. Our electronics is not doing so hot anymore, unfortunately. Something happened to that price. It's still making us some money, some of it, but most of it's kind of losing us money, so we're just going to get out of it.
Look at all the money.
Sitting on 560 out of 923. We still have to focus. The game isn't quite over yet. Power's still doing well. How much of this is ours? Some. How much... What do you have over here? You have silicon over here. Silicon's kind of okay. It's not great. Glass is certainly a concern. We don't have any of that making, but we are shorting out this steel. With any luck, he'll be buying into that. We do need to stop the steel production at this point. And I think this all just needs to be water momentarily. Whoa, he actually sold before we did. That's a concern. Let's sell now. 633 is what we're on. Burning money so hard on water at the moment. Where is your stuff? I have no idea. Let's try blowing that up. It's defended. No surprise. He bought into the iron pretty hard. Unfortunately, we just didn't have a whole lot of that. I don't even remember everything we're hacking at this point. I'm trying to do too much at once, and it's kind of hurting me. He has some water coming in. We hopefully have... Oh, he has a lot of water coming in, actually. We can't short water. Never mind. We might need a surplus water. Oh yeah, we shorted oxygen. I forgot about that. That might kill me. because I'm kind of late into that short, a lot later than I should be. Iron stayed super expensive, and we have a lot of that coming in, so that's nice. What are we sitting at in terms of cash? 817. We need $1 million. Can't really make chems. Fuel's going to stay pretty expensive, unfortunately. This iron's doing us quite well, though, and he has no iron income to speak of whatsoever, so I can sell this fairly freely. I can short it fairly freely. I said to cancel the water shortage. Come on. Get with the program here. Glass, I kind of want to be into. I don't know what to get out of. I guess what we can do is we can get rid of these electronics. Try making a nice move into glass, and then I'm going to try and artificially
The black market is on.
drive up some prices here. I could black market. That's a bit of a risk, though. Instead, I'm actually just going to do this. I think I let my off-worlds run for too long, and now they're not doing anything. Let's send. Fuel's not really good to send at this point. Neither is food, though. What is good to send that's left? I need to send something. Not glass. I guess oxygen's my best bet. Like, that's pretty... food would have been better than oxygen. Whatever. What am I sitting on now? Because I'm not keeping track of this well enough. 927. That's just not going well. Where can I make more money? These need to be turned back on, because they would be making a stupid amount right now, because fuels are insanely expensive for no readily apparent reason. I guess just because of the sheer number of off-worlds that I have not kept sending well enough at all. Send more food. Come on. We've got glass production up. We need to try and make use of that. We're almost there. We need like 2,000 more. There it is. What are we talking about? Erase the chat. I don't know what's going on over here. What's going on? Look, guys. This just happens to me sometimes, where I'm sure you guys have noticed at this point. What happens is, I just kind of keep getting more and 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 more upset. And I reach this critical point where my hatred of everybody else in the game in that moment kind of just helps. It just motivates me. And I go from being massively upset and it causing me huge numbers of problems to it helping. And it fixing things. Sometimes it happens in the middle of a game. Sometimes it takes a nice transition. Let's look at what happened that game. I made not near enough money. Only 1.6 million. That's really not very impressive. Another 4.5 million off-world. Dobbs, actually, apparently, why that game got so crazy and I did not understand what was going on is the simple fact that he shorted fuel. And I was like, what? What? Why would he short fuel? And then he shorts fuel, and he messaged me afterwards like, I'm an idiot. I meant to surplus fuel for all my off-worlds, and then I shorted it, and everything went wrong. And I'm like, Dobby, come on, man. It's fine, though. It's fine. Okay, Black Market. He only made 8 of those purchases. 3 EMPs, 3 new claims, 2 goon squads. What did I do on the Black Market even? No new claims. I could never afford them. 2 power surges, which were mega expensive. I spent 200,000 on the black market. 6 of it goon squads, just so I'm not dying the whole time. Dobbs spent 200,000. Most of that late game, so that's why. Cool Sky spent about 50,000, but he bought 10. PB Head bought 14. He was really trying to keep me down that game, including that underground nuke he used at the start. I think that was him. I think prices started at 2,000 this match. Maybe they started at 1.5. Maybe they started at 1.5. Maybe that underground nuke was somebody else. Maybe it was... No? Did anybody else buy an underground nuke? Hold on. Okay, it was Cool Sky. Cool Sky was the first underground nuke that I had no chance of defending against whatsoever, and man, was that not fun. I could never afford to buy a claim. Don't be ridiculous this game. All of my black market went into goon squads. And man, did it prove that I needed those. Layla says, I did not buy a nuke either. That's fine. Yeah, it was Cool Sky who nuked me. That's fine. It's understandable. I mean, you do have to respond to a player when they have a start like this, but man, I'm almost to the point where I don't want to throw down on tiles this good, because I know that it'll just earn me the ire of everyone else in the game, and that's not very fun.